Hey guys, welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Andre Seegers, and this time we're joined by Derek Benner and special guest Trailer Drake from the Game Theorist to discuss Nintendo's E3 plans. So let's get started. Alright guys, so Nintendo fully unveiled their plans for E3 this year, and it's basically as we expected. They made a really funny video to announce everything that they have planned for E3, and as part of that, they said the digital event is happening on Tuesday, June 16th at 9 a.m., and they're doing the same Treehouse stream again, Treehouse Live, except it's going to be even more, it's going to be expanded this time, with more developers and whatever else the use of the word expanded entails. Now, on top of that, they're doing a demo at Best Buy again, this time for Mario Maker, on June 17th and June 20th, and yeah, that's pretty much it, except for one big announcement I don't think any of us saw coming. They are bringing back the Nintendo World Championships, which they claim has been 25 years since the original, or since it last appeared. And the way it's going to work is you can play on May 30th at Best Buy for a chance to make it to the finals, which will be held in LA on June 14th. So that's their plans in a nutshell. What do you guys think about all that?
I'm gonna compete.
Right?
Are you going to compete? I don't know. Are you going to compete, Andre?
Well, so here's the thing, right? I actually competed way back in the day in Nintendo World Championships 2. Now, the weird thing is in this video, they say this hasn't happened in 25 years, but they're wrong, because there was a second one. It went by the name of Nintendo Power Fest, but also Nintendo World Championship 2. That's what I played in. So basically what I'm saying is, I've done this before, it's in my blood. I may have to.
I have competed on the Nintendo World Championship reproduction cartridge at Screw Attack when I worked there.
Ooh.
So I've had some experience with playing some of those games, getting all the coins and Mario Brothers. But they're probably going to update it with newer games. Now, if it's Splatoon, I am going to kick all the butts because I was the MVP so many times in the global test fire.
Right.
I'm so jealous you guys are playing it right now. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
It's pretty great. So, yeah, that's a good question. Like, what's the format going to be and what games are going to be there? Now, the format for the previous Nintendo World Championships, as well as Nintendo Power Fest, a.k.a. Nintendo World Championship 2, was there were 3 games and you played through basically, I think, like a single level of them each. So, for instance, in the Nintendo Power Fest I played in, it was Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. You played a single level and tried to get as many coins as possible. You then did a race in Mario Kart, to finish 5 laps as fast as possible. And then it wrapped up with Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball, in which you try to get as many home runs as possible. Once you finished all 3, then the game would calculate your total score, and then that would be what, and that's what you ran with. So do you think they'd follow a similar template here?
That would make sense. Mm-hmm. But I would like it if it was more of a gauntlet kind of style, where like the first round is a 4-on-4 Splatoon, and then the winning team eliminates the other team. And then, there you go, 4 players are just eliminated right there.
Oh, wow.
Then they move on to a Smash Brothers tournament, where, it's a one-on-one, no items, foxeling Final Destination.
So, right, so you want like the more of a classic tournament setup, like the Smash Brothers Invitational last year.
I think it'd be fun, especially, did you guys ever watch Arena on G4 back when that was a thing?
No.
A little bit, but it never interested me that much. Well,
I was in middle school when that was on, so it very much interested me because there was nothing else on TV because I was too old to watch Nickelodeon, or so I told myself. So basically, they had teams of people come in and they competed on multiple different genres of games. Like, they would play DDR, and then they'd go play Counter-Strike. And I think it'd be fun if they brought in that kind of variation on different game genres, and I think that Nintendo's really doing a good job with their recent titles of diversifying a little bit. And I think it'd be a lot of fun to have different types of elimination rounds, like where it's not just a one-on-one or just everybody's playing at the same time, like in The Wizard, and you have to just have the big competing score. I think you could make more of an event out of it if each individual game is like its own section, and there's different types of ways to eliminate. Like, this time, 3 people are going to get eliminated. This time, 1 person is.
So I think you're overcomplicating it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, this is you have to remember, this is all being set up at Best Buy with employees there.
Oh,
you need to make this as simple for that.
I'm talking about the main event.
In LA,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to work at Best Buy. I know there's no way in hell that's going to happen.
I see what you're saying. I guess they could do something like that. I don't know though, but I mean they do very much seem to be going for that retro style. Like, even the logo looks identical to it in 1990 basically. Mm-hmm. So I do wonder if they would stick closer to the original idea for it, but who knows? Maybe they would change it and how the final round works.
I mean, personally, I'm kind of hoping they do stick to that formula of different genres, but also not necessarily competing genres. Like for whatever reason, I'm not exactly thrilled about the idea of having Smash involved in this.
Yeah,
because Smash already has its own tournament scene. I want to see games that don't really have a tournament scene to them. I want like level from New Super Mario Bros. U, a race from Mario Kart 8, and some sort of puzzle game or something like that, sort of like the original where it was Super Mario Brothers, Rad Racer, and Tetris. Mm-hmm. I like that sort of idea where you can try to get as many points as quick as you can, and that way you also have a very quick rotation, and it really does come down to how skilled you are in each of these different games.
Yeah, it's a little bit like WarioWare, actually.
Yeah. That's almost perfect.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I hope they do go with that classic setup. I wonder like if they would have any upcoming games from it. I think Mario Maker actually would make perfect sense, considering in the past, in the previous two Nintendo World Championships, they both had a Super Mario Brothers game in there. Throw in some Mario Maker, like a custom level you try to get the most coins on. I think that'd be a perfect fit.
I wonder if they're going to announce what the games are.
Well, that's a good one. I mean, they could leave it as a surprise, I suppose.
Yeah, but I want to train up on it and kick everybody's butts.
I remember back in the day, I don't know if it was part of any of the Nintendo's official tournaments or whatever, but I remember a local mall announcing they were going to have a Super Mario Brothers tournament. So, but it was like father-son sort of thing. Right. So I trained up with my dad for the original Super Mario Brothers for a week, just trying to make sure that he knew what he was doing. We get to the tournament, it's for Super Mario World, and we die horribly.
That sucks.
Yeah, but it's still a good memory. But it's that's my only experience with the tournament scene as far as this type of thing is concerned. But I mean, I like the idea of it. I like people competing in like platformers. I don't know, that appeals to me. Maybe because I like platformers so much. I think it'd be a lot of fun to really challenge people with something like from Mario Maker, as you said, Andre, and whatever else they have up their sleeves. And I'm conflicted on whether I want the more modern games or the classic games. I'm not sure whether or not.
So that's one question we had going into this, is because the montage showed Reggie playing a bunch of mostly classic games, and he even said classic games himself when he mentioned how much he liked playing them. But they didn't specifically say at all what games would be here. So I mean, I think classic games would actually be awesome. With that said...
Well, define classic. He was lifting GameCubes.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, right?
That's classic at this point.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate that it is. It's that long ago. He was also using Super Scopes, too, at one point, which is great.
That's true.
I mean, maybe it'd be a mix. Maybe some classic games mixed with some modern games. But, all the two past ones all use modern games from that time. So I have a feeling they would use modern games, especially because the whole point is to... probably advertise, get more of their games in the public eye, right?
Potentially, yes. But this is such a major throwback that I could really see them going with the classic route. I'll be shocked if Wii Sports isn't a part of this, honestly.
Well, it was in the montage. He was doing boxing.
Ooh. Yeah, it was in the montage, and so was the track and field. Oh my god, that moment when he got down on his hands and knees.
Yes!
Use the hands. I lost it.
That was so good.
I was watching with my fiance, and she's like, what's going on? I was like, no, that's how you play the game.
If you wanted to win, you had to do that.
Mm-hmm. So I want to circle back real quick just to talk about how awesome this idea is. Because you mentioned yourself, Drake, the wizard, right? And that's actually where the idea for this, if the Wikipedia entry is correct, came from. Like, that final thing, the wizard, is what inspired the Nintendo World Championship. And as a kid, I loved the wizard. Seeing that scene, that is what I wanted to do with my life. Yes, I'll be up on stage playing Mario and getting warp whistles. And so when the Nintendo World Championship 2 or Nintendo Power Fest happened, my parents actually pulled me out of school to go to whatever store I was at, like JCPenney or something, and play in the tournament. It was freaking awesome.
Jealous.
I know, right?
You're so spoiled.
So I'm pretty excited for this. I don't know if we'll have a chance to actually do it ourselves, but just knowing it exists makes me happy.
But you don't live near a Best Buy?
Actually, there's actually one literally down the street from me, so I actually could go.
Well, did you guys get to go to the Smash Brothers event whenever they had the demo there?
Wasn't that during E3?
Yeah, it was during E3, so no.
Yeah, well, good point. Well, I unfortunately didn't get to go to E3, and I tried playing it early, and I managed to. They only had it at a couple stores in the DFW Metroplex, which is where I live, and I am not kidding when I said there was a 5-hour wait.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I remember that, and people was saying how they waited 5-6 hours. This is probably going to be pretty huge.
Yeah.
Who knows how long the waits are going to be or how they're going to set it up, because it's going to be a mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be pretty busy. I just realized I might be in Disneyland then, so I might not be able to try it at all, unfortunately.
Yes, one competitor down.
Yep.
I'll be coming back from MomoCon, so yeah, I'll be away too. I just realized.
2 competitors down.
Although I do wonder, like, I almost wish Nintendo would make this a eShop thing. You download it, you get like maybe 3 tries, your top score gets it automatically uploaded, and then you're done. That's it.
What if I bought a second Wii U?
Oh, maybe that's it. We can do the second Best Buy too.
Yeah.
That's
Not in that line.
very true.
Yep.
They did. They also said that they would be inviting some personalities to like automatically get to the finals and stuff like that. So maybe we can. Hey, Nintendo, we're personalities, right?
All right. So the Nintendo World Championships is huge news, of course, but there were some other things in there. Basically, everything we predicted yesterday. I mean, we just based on last year, and that's happening again. What do you guys think about that? Having the digital event and the Treehouse live segments.
It's brilliant. They knew it worked. They had a lot of fun with it. Obviously, just from this announcement video, we know that this digital event is going to be probably just as fun-loving as the previous one. Who knows if they're going to do another a collaboration with Robot Chicken or Mega 64 or anything like that, because there is no presence of Mega 64 this time around.
Sadly.
Just all them, yeah, just them themselves. So it's a great idea, and you know, I think they finally found their niche and how they're going to make this work.
I really think that, just going off of what I said yesterday, this is doing E3 right. They're showing off the games, they're putting them, right in the front. It's all about the gameplay, all about showing it off to the audience, because we as consumers are going to be more sold by gameplay than a pre-rendered cutscene. And while the people can pretend to like the games in the Treehouse, generally you can tell they're actually enjoying themselves and actually having fun. Mm-hmm. Which, that sells me way more than, the cutting-edge graphics and whatever Kevin Spacey decides to show up in next.
It all worked out so well for them last year, and I'm not surprised at all that they're continuing this again. I'm not sure how they expect to expand it, like they said. Like, I'm not even, because we were actually at the show, we weren't able to see how long these Treehouse events went. Maybe they'll lengthen them. Maybe they'll try to squeeze in more with each time. Maybe they'll do a bigger focus on each game. I'm not sure, but it really seems like Nintendo's coming out swinging with E3 this year.
What do you guys have any final thoughts at all about anything from this Nintendo E3 news, or anything else you want to touch on before we wrap it up here?
I like what they're doing. I like how they're bringing back the World Championships. I think that's going to be a ton of fun, and people are going to be talking about that like crazy. No sign of Punch-Out yet, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure now it's not a tease at all. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right, commenters. You were right.
Yep.
Hey, I still want that though.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd still be great. Man, after this video, I am pretty much convinced that I need to replace everything in my home gym with old school gaming peripherals.
Right?
Just,
GameCube, Super Scopes.
That's all you need.
Yep, we've had balance boards. Reggie.
Oh man, if Reggie be my personal trainer.
Right?
Well, granted, he used to work for Pizza Hut, and he probably wouldn't be the most helpful. Come on, Drake, just have a Pizzone, it'll be fine.
Yeah, right? Oh man, now I kind of want Pizza Hut. What have you done to me, Drake?
Viral marketing.
Yep.
Reggie paid me $1 million for it.
Nice. Alright, well I think we're done here, so thanks for watching, guys. If you liked our video, make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at GameXplain. You can find links to it in the description below. It's a good way to keep updated on everything we post. And Trailer Drake, do you want to tell people where they can find you, for those who somehow don't know where to find you quite yet?
Go to my YouTube channel. You can go look at it on YouTube, or go to www.trailerdrake.com, or follow me on Twitter at TrailerDrake.
Awesome. And of course, keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more on Nintendo at E3. Tons of it, of course, and other things gaming as well. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.